Okay, so today what we're going to talk about is how to get out your comfort zone. And here's the key. You have to be shameless. Absolutely shameless. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of Career Strategies. My name is Rodney Hughes, Mr. 100%, and today's message is being brought to you by Interview Prep University. This is a free virtual training platform that is designed to help anyone that has an upcoming telephone, video, or face-to-face interview. If you want to be able to be best prepared and crush it in that particular interview, you got to take advantage of this resource. 100% free. You don't have to subscribe to anything or opt into anything. All you have to do is go to the website, www.interviewprepuniversity.com. Again, that's www.interviewprepuniversity.com. Okay, so again, what we're talking about here is how to get out of your comfort zone. It's absolutely essential. And here's the key to it. If you want to get out your comfort zone, you have to get to a place where you become absolutely shameless. Okay? See, here's the deal. The challenging thing when it comes to getting out of your comfort zone is you're fighting against human nature. Okay? What do I mean when I say you're fighting against human nature? Well, the reality is that when it comes to the quote unquote comfort zone, really all that is a set of habits. And what you have to understand is that we as human beings are habitual creatures. Okay? And so as habitual creatures, that means that everything that we do, it's almost as if on autopilot, we are looking to create a habit. Okay? And so the challenging thing as it relates to your career is that if you are not currently getting the results that you want to get out of your career right here, right now, in this moment, then what that means is that you have a set of habits that are in place right now as we speak that are having you stuck in the situation that you're in right now. Okay, because if you want a better situation for yourself and yet you're not getting the results that you're looking for, obviously you have a set of habits that are in place right now as we speak that are pretty much keeping you trapped in that situation. So when it comes to your career, okay, one of the biggest things that keeps people trapped in their habitual way of doing things is that oftentimes at like a deep level, I think people worry too much about what other people are going to think about them. So look at it like this, right? Like if you wanted to become the CEO of your company, right? Well, let's just say you've been working at your job for 5 years or so. Okay, and you have this goal that you want to become a CEO, but you've never shared it with anybody at your company. It's so easy because you've already established a habit of not telling people what your goal is. It could be very difficult for you to break that habit, right? And then when you think about it, like if you've established habits of not letting people know what your true goal is for working at that job, then I'm pretty sure that there are other habits that are associated with that you're not executing as well, because you don't want to draw too much attention to yourself, right? If you don't want people to know that you want to become the CEO of the company, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not taking other forms of action that would pretty much identify you as a top performer. Okay. And so the thing is that when it comes to your career, you have to be shameless, because the reality is this: nobody's just going to give it to you, right? I tell people this all the time, that you got to stop acting as if people are mind readers. People aren't mind readers, right? Like if your goal, like in this scenario, is to become the CEO one day, somebody at that company needs to know that that's your goal. Okay? Now, I'm not necessarily saying walk around every single day with a shirt on that says, I want to be the CEO. Right? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying go to the extreme like that. But the key people at that organization need to know what your goals are. Okay. And because here's the thing, if they know what your goals are and they see through your actions that you're serious about your goals, oftentimes people will go out of their way to help you accomplish your goals. Okay. And so again, what we're talking about here is how to get out your comfort zone, because keep in mind, all the success that you want, okay, is probably outside of your comfort zone. Because again, if you were already doing the things and had the right habits in place already that align with the goals that you have, you would probably already have your goals. Okay, 9 times out of 10, maybe not necessarily, but 9 times out of 10, you might already have your goals if you truly were operating shamelessly from an action and from a thought process, the way you needed to act. Okay. And so here's what I want you to focus on. I want you to be shameless. Okay. So often, extremely talented, extremely creative, extremely brilliant people oftentimes, worried so much about what other people are going to think about them that a lot of times it's almost as if they try to hide their desires and hide their skills and hide their talents from the world. Okay. Because again, it's outside of their comfort zone. Okay. But what you got to understand is that all the success that you desire is in someone else's hand. All the success that you desire is out there in the script, but there's no guarantee of how to get there. There's no user manual from a career perspective that's going to tell you how to accomplish your dream. And because of that, you have to start becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay. One of the things I constantly try to work on myself is I'm constantly trying to identify different things that I can do to push the envelope. Right. And a lot of times, like when I first started making these videos, dude, I was super uncomfortable. Okay. And what's crazy about it is that I'm a broadcast production technology major, I'm a mass communications major, but my area of concentration was broadcast production technology, right? And even though I went to school for this and graduated with that background, I still was super uncomfortable when I started really getting serious about making videos, right? But guess what? I had to push myself outside of my comfort zone. And one of the things that the very first thing that I had to do was I had to get my mind right, right? I had to get my mind right and say, there's nothing wrong with me going after my dream. There's nothing wrong with me, pushing the envelope and trying something new. Even if I suck at it at first, that's okay. See, when you start thinking that way, that means that you are shameless. You're thinking shamelessly, okay, about what you're trying to do. And when you can get out of your own way, when you can take your ego and you can park it to the side and you can say, you know what? I may suck right out the gate, but I'll get better. I'll learn from my failures and I will get better over time. If you can get to that place and be shameless about it, that's the key to getting out of your comfort zone. Okay? Because here's the thing. Until you get your mind right, you'll never take the right actions. And see, in order for you to truly get outside your comfort zone, it requires action. But you'll never get to the action if you're getting in your own way and you are your own worst enemy. You have to learn how to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. And it all starts with your mind. It all starts with you realizing there's nothing wrong with you failing until you learn how to succeed. Okay? In your career, no matter what it is that you want to accomplish, it's okay for you to fail, and even fail miserably, as long as you're learning from it. As long as you don't allow those failures to demoralize your spirit so much that you end up quitting. Okay? Because understand this. Okay, I heard a guy by the name of Tony Gaskins first say this, and I thought it was absolutely spot on. What a lot of people don't understand about people who accomplish a lot in this world, right? Like high achievers, high performers, is a lot of times these people are feeling their way in the dark. Right? The greatest leader that you can ever think about, they're just feeling their way through the dark. But they're willing to embrace the darkness though. That's the difference. They're willing to embrace the darkness and push outside of their comfort zone. You know why? Because they're shameless about what it is that they want to accomplish. They have a goal in mind, and they're not going to allow anyone or anything to stop them from going after that goal and accomplishing that target. Okay? So again, if you want to know how to get outside your comfort zone so that you can start to grow your career and you can start making your dreams come true, the key is you got to first become shameless. You cannot be shameful about the desires that you have. You cannot be shameful about taking the actions that are required to get you the success that you want. And again, it all starts within your mind. Listen, I hope you got great value from this message. If you did, do me a favor. I want you to support my new book, and you can order it now. It's called The Ugly Truth About Getting Hired: How to Land the Job of Your Dreams Regardless of the Competition. And that's the key word, regardless of the competition. This is a very special book. Okay, it's a quick read. Shouldn't take you any more than maybe an hour or 3 hours at the most. It could take you. You can wipe it out. You can knock it out in the evening. Okay, but this book is very special. This book is designed to teach you a step-by-step system for helping you eliminate your competition in a moral and ethical way. Okay, it's going to show you how you can differentiate yourself from all of your competition when you're going through the job interview process, and really be able to position yourself as the ideal candidate of choice. If you'd like to pick up a copy of this book, all you have to do is go to my website, which is www.theuglytruthbook.com. Again, that's www.theuglytruthbook.com. And when you go to this website and you place your order, I'm going to send out the physical book to you, but I'm also going to give you free access to a downloadable copy of this book so that you can have immediate access to this extremely valuable information. All right? Listen, thank you so much for listening to this message today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care.